Gotta be pretty happy with the 1 and 3 result for lands in a 3-color deck. Doc Geo with the Jace Avatar. And I will always keep this hand. Always, always, always. My fellow blue deck over here. Probably a little bit more oceany than I am. It's one thing I didn't do is pimp out my lands. I wish there was a way to auto-pimp your lands. That would be nice. What sort of shenanigans do you have, if any? So this will count for 2 if it resolves. Looking at an anti-cognition. Yep. That's how it goes. The only way to deal with counter spells is to get countered. 2/2 flyer. He gets to loot whenever he casts an instant or sorcery. So I'm gonna hit 5 mana. And these are actually really good in tandem with one another. This is only when he blocks, not when he becomes blocked. I could have possibly gotten in and damage by bluffing a combat trick. Gets his loot going. Stonework Pack Beast is does so much work. A fantastic card in this set. Absolutely fantastic. So still vulnerable to counter magic. No, sir. Ouch. Storing Thought Thief. So, Rogue Lord pumps all rogues whenever one of our rogue control attacks. Doesn't have to deal damage. Each opponent mills 2 cards. Counts for Pack Beast. Sitting at 3 out of 4 party matters. This will be a must kill. Or even better, stealing that card if I could get another blue. High value turn for him. That was the 2 mana Deadly Alliance. Still has mana open. Best thing I could do was hit a blue land and take that card. This less than ideal. I'm going to keep milling every single turn. Technically, this is a blue land, but man, it's a pretty poor use of a card. And it looks like I'm just going to have to take the pain and hope my opponent doesn't have infinite resources. Blue-black control on the draw. Pretty high card quality. Does nothing, so I can actually, that's pretty interesting. I can kick Royal Mage for a total of 6, which I have, to get back an instant or sorcery. Rabid Bite, Ambush, or most likely just the kill spell in my hand. As this has to go. Does he have the counter? Most of the counters I know of require your opponent to pay mana for them to resolve. Oh god. I can't mute my mic in time. My stomach is just going nuts over here. Going nuts. So kicking Royal Mage will give the Umara Wizard flying. And this is looking like a game where Royal Mage domination could be the linchpin that pulls everything back. But still no way to deal with the flyer. It's giving him pretty crazy value. And Crawling Barrens is going to be a must kill pretty soon. Ooh. Yeah, Blood Beckoning is amazing. Amazing card in the late game. It's really hard to win value-focused matchups against black because of that card. But again, a single blue, taking this card will just turn the game. So, but I'll get back a kill spell at instant speed. Get my 4 damage in. Thankfully, I'm not too scared of being milled out yet. And Bobble Snare is actually a really efficient answer to that card too. But Crawling Barrens is probably what I need to hit with Deadly Alliance. And I'm technically, like, racing him pretty hard. Or I could be. It's just such a good block doing that. So not out of the game yet. He actually, with Disciple in hand, maybe he should have considered blocking me. Ouch. So, into the Royal for 4, draws a card, bounces Soaring Thought Thief to his hand. Getting absolute trounced in terms of value. Does this have flash? Oh, it does. That's crazy. That is insane. Still a single blue man off turning this game around. What will it be? 3/4 Menace. So he's wise to my shenanigans. There's a third blue. Opponent has 7 cards in their graveyards. This is a 1/3 for me. Okay, so I can do both of these, which is pretty nice. So 3 and 2. Where X is 2. Take control of his rogue flyer. Did he just kill his own creature with Vanquish the Weak? Okay. I mean, that's fine. Using a kill spell on your own guy. He drops a draw spell. Blood Price. I could race him and start taking 2 in the air once again. I can technically kill him in 2 turns. But I'm gonna die to the Crawling Barrens pretty soon. Is racing him good? He kills me in 3 turns, I kill him in 3 turns. Due to interaction. A little bit unfortunate. It might have been correct to just force my advantage because he's going to win off this land, turning into a growing creature. But he's also going to play this pretty smart. So Wizard, Cleric, Wizard. He can now create a 4/4. Oh, he does create a 4/4. Pass to attackers. Great. It's actually really good for me. Confirm. Please confirm. Please. Please, won't you confirm? Please. Goddamn. So because of the menace, I have to double block. Which means he kills off my beastie. Why did it? I had full control on. Oh my god. I was gonna kill his land and it auto-passed with full control. God damn. Goddamn auto-pass. What is the point of this function? Full control. I guess I have to lock phases as well as putting on full control. Or it auto-passes my entire turn. That's pretty annoying. Like, he's not going to activate this again while I have Deadly Alliance in hand. Hello, Doc. Mm-hmm. So I'll take 2 a turn and attempt to draw into an answer. I can't win against the growing land elemental creature, so kind of have to just take that. Stop 2 damage for a turn. Doc Geo. What will it be? Tazim, infinite value. So he gets to loot. And he gets to bring a instant or sorcery back from his graveyard. Pick to your heart's content. Blood Beckoning. So he's gonna resurrect 2 creatures. I can't win this if he's just recycling Blood Beckoning. I will block. That's actually really sweet. So I can kick the Roost to create my own 2/2. And instant speed, I can kill a flyer, artifact, or enchantment. And technically I have a win con in play, but this card will just make it so much harder. This wins in 5 turns of attacks, which is probably too long. So he gets back the Nami Skitter and Soaring Thoughthief. So I will probably have to use Broken Wings on the Thoughthief. Although I don't have an answer for the Namana Skitter either. Too scared to attack. Very nice. Don't auto pass. Okay. So I'll kill off the flyer before it has a chance to attack on his turn. Okay. Flashes in another flyer. And he will overwhelm me. I'm at 4 life. I die very, very quickly. I really need to draw a spell with kicker attached to it. Oh my. I don't think that saves me. He doesn't have to block me. This is going to be very close. So I need him to block me just to get one attacker off the field. Then I can kick this and create a flyer off my enchantment. I currently have enough blockers. And I'm putting on pressure on the board. This became a game. This turned into a game. But Doc Geo with 2 cards in hand. If he targets Myriad, it's actually really good for me. Oh, I can kick again. And I can swing in for lethal, forcing blocks. Okay. Kick the colony. That got rid of his menace guy, which is actually a big problem. Haha. So I still do get Roost Drake. So I get my flyer in the air. Despite the counterspell. And I can force him to block with everything. I lose to interaction. But I think I have to make these attacks. Okay. Down to 2 life. Down to 2 life. Oh, have we done it? Have we done it? That was tight. Oh my god. That did not look like a winnable game. Wow. Pulling it through, clutch draws. Pretty amazing turnout. My camera looks so much darker now. I had to turn off the auto white balance. Every single time I start up my streaming software, my broadcast software, it automatically sets every camera setting to automatic. It sets every camera setting to automatic. So I go in and change everything and reset all the color scheme to look fine. But you can see just how lit my monitors are. This is just going between different window screens and I get like totally different lighting. But solid stuff, man. The difference between a win or loss there was pretty huge. Instead of being 2-2, I'm 3-1. 3-1 in the draft. Really nice place to be. Demigod. Also going to give us a run for our money. So we have 3 land opener, all colors in hand. And 4 2-drops. That's like 4 of 6 2-drops in the deck. But thankfully 2 of these have kicker with huge utility in the late game. Roost of Drakes is pretty sweet. I would like to get this down for 4. It's quite a bit better than a 1-mana Roost. Give him a card, my worst card, any card. I'll give him a Cleric of the Depths. Just to make sure I hit my land drops. Because tempoing out this game is going to be pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, but I can't kick it without double blue mana. My mistake. So I'm actually in a pretty bad spot because of that. It was nice that I picked up a playable. But having a double blue source would have been really insane there. I just have to hope he doesn't have really good life gain synergy. And I have to make sure I do these in the proper order so I can get the engine going. Both of these will make a 2/2 flyer now, which is kind of insane. I have the engine in play. And honestly, I might just win off that one card. So we can tap a rogue to give it death touch. But I'm kind of happy like sticky tapping this and not having to worry about mill. I'm not going to get much better use out of the Cleric besides discounting party matter stuff. So I can now kick this for 5 and get in for a bunch of damage. Do I need double green? I don't have double green. I can't do it. And I also don't have an instant in the graveyard. So for 6 mana, I can kick Tezim Royal Mage. So a little bit of a mistake there. Not properly counting my sources. And I might just be using a kill spell next turn. Trading 2 damage for 1 damage and a life gain is kind of just going even on board. And I probably will just kill spell that. Because I can get my card back. Okay, beautiful. Was looking for that land drop. Question being now, which card do I kick? I don't really need or want a big body on the ground, so I think just getting back the kill spell while I can. It's going to be pretty good tempo. And if I had just focused in on the like kicker matters theme, this deck could have been very, very different as a final product. But as is, it's still fine. He can give this death touch and kill off one thing, which I'm kind of fine with. Trading a 1-for-1 instead of milling every single turn. I don't want to give him the open to just mill me to death. The opening. But he's also not in blue, so I shouldn't consider it to be a very effective game plan. So party of 1, which will be 2. It's going to be a little bit better later in the game. He still has no good blocks. keep my engine going. It has to be really painful for him. Getting immense value out of those 2/2 flyers. And he has enough cards in hand that Acquisitions Expert isn't doing a whole lot right now. And if he wants to start billing me for 3, that's fine. Because my plan is to kick you. Kick you? My plan is to kick you. I'm not a very nice person. No, it's to attack you. 4 attacks, giving me unblockable. I would like to not spend black, please, you dumb game. How much is it to cast? Discounted by 1? So it's 4 mana? Oh, I have to spend a single blue to do it. That's 2, 4, 7, 11 damage. Okay. He obviously must have a combat trick. Or else those are horrible blocks. +1, -1. And not having a 4th mana. Oh, I actually ended up... What are you doing? What was that? Indestructible. Changed combat quite a bit, actually. Yes. It lets me... No. Damage just happens. So, he spent 2 cards to keep his guy alive. So, punished for not keeping mana open. Is it not 2? Oh, they're both rogues. I was thinking I had Merfolk. I had Rogue Wizard, but... Nope. Taking a land out of his hand. So, 4 and 3 is 7. I have lethal on 7. Are you going to tap down your other blocker? Do I care? Do I care is always the question. I don't think I do. That should be lethal. Okay, so I have to make sure I do this right. It's no colored mana. It is. It's a single blue to activate this. The game is always trying to sabotage me. Kill off his flyer. Activate for the unblockable. Get in for 7 damage. Not bad. I think that guarantees... That was the win that breaks even? I believe so. Hello, sir. Got the packs. 4 wins, 1 loss. Essentially breaking even in the draft. Can we go above and beyond? A couple super tight wins thus far. Give my knees a break here. Sitting cross-legged. When you can't decide which spell to cast. If you have an orange name, you're a team member. So you know who to flame. If you got some beef on your mind. Now you know. Pretty good opening hand. I will probably drop the Wind Robber. Is a better early game card. What is a Wind Robber? How do you steal a wind? Does a wind have flavor text? It does not. Sorry, Colin Bower. You just weren't worth a little bit of lore. Hello, buddy. How are you today? Red, eh? Red, blue, wizards matter. Strong deck. The garlic smasher. I love it. Oh, I didn't mean to early GG you. I meant to hello you. Now I look like the ass. The ass in the party. Why don't you go smash some garlic? This actually will be a hard matchup if he has solid cards. So this kicks for a total of 5. Yeah, I'm not doing anything too soon in this game. I'm a little bit afraid of shenanigans. That is a strong card. And if the elf dies, I'm going to lose out on quite a bit of value. And as well as I have a play next turn, so I think doing this now is actually a lot better. Before he has a chance to interact with me. So missing out on 1 damage there. Deciding second main phase to kill off his Theopede. But I'm going to rely on top decks here quite heavily. Triple rogues in play. It's a little bit awkward. Ouch. Mythic Shatter Skull Smashing. X and 2 red deal X damage as you choose among up to 2 target creatures. What a beautiful card. What a beautiful card. It's a beautiful day for beautiful cards. Playing this early does mean that I don't get the benefit of the kicker synergy. That is only 1 card in my deck. But the difference between a 4/4 and a 3/2 is honestly quite high. So going for the tempo play. Garlic Smasher. What a nice mythic. Shatter Skull, the Hammer Pass. Amazing card in draft. There's so many just low to the ground, low toughness decks out there that go wide on board. Pretty fantastic card. Showing me up as well. Oh my god. He has 2 bomb mythics in red. What is this day? Oh, and then I top deck. Okay. 2 bomb mythics in red. So you don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. When it dies, you may spend any amount of red mana to deal that much damage to any target. Hot diggity damn. Taking the 4. A few options here, but I think kicking the roost is quite nice. Back-to-back bomb mythics. Will this be the deck that knocks me down? Smashed into garlic. Delicious powdered dust. Throw some butter on that. No blocks. So I'm not entirely sure if the wording on this card also refers to the end of turns. It says steps and phases. So I think if he taps 4 red, he won't have that mana next turn. All out aggro today. Get my card draw first main phase. Black mana is pretty sweet. I have a party of 2 right now when this hits the battlefield. So I'm pretty okay with the race. And if he uses a combat trick here, I can look through his last 2 cards. Which he does. And I could have done that just to not walk into a combat trick. Probably would have been advisable. But I can also get a look at his entire hand now. Which is pretty bad. 3 mana, deal 2 damage, or deal 4 damage to a creature that blocked. It's interesting what he would have given me if I'd played that first main phase. Which honestly wasn't the worst result. Okay, he should kill off my guy before it blocks. That would be the smart thing to do. So both cards are relevant there. They both gave him a way to deal with the 3-2. There you go. How you could have given him flying first. Lethal on board, 1 card and 0 cards in hand. This card gets way better in the late game. Not being able to deal with it early put me in a terrible spot. But I don't plan on blocking it until I can do so effectively. So now we test out the effect. It does count turns. So it says steps and phases. It does count turns. So now when this dies, he can spend the floating mana. I have played with this card, but I didn't end up in a turn where I had extra mana to spend at the end of a turn. Solid use of it. So that's going to be my death. I could have survived one more turn holding back the blocker, but I'm not in a winning position after that regardless. And it's not really my style. Not really my style. 4 wins, 2 losses. Can we take this to 5? Let's find out. Pretty happy with the deck so far. There are cards I've just never drawn. I've never seen Chilling Grasp out of the deck. The one card I was considering to cut, I've never actually drawn, which is kind of funny, in a total of 6 games. That's like my luck with Mythics, usually, is to not draw them in 6 games. How lucky do you have to be to open 2 good Mythics in the same color in one draft? Kind of insane. Bigga boga bugga. What an opponent. A little bit of a suspect hand, but I like the colors. I go first. Oh, that makes this much harder. Really good opening cards. I mean, my card quality is high. I'm going to risk missing a land drop. It's going to be a greedy game. Do indeed miss a land drop. But again, even a 1 off the top, and I'm in an amazing spot. I shouldn't say I do not miss yet. There we go. Never punished. Always worth. Beautiful opening hand. Black, blue, white. Black, blue, white healers. Interesting. So 5 mana discounted by 2, currently 4 to give him unblockable. Prowling Felidar, that will be a card I must remove. So far, we milled Master of Winds. Fantastic card. 1/4 flyer. On combat, you can reverse the stats if you feel like. When it enters, you draw 2 cards, discard 1. Really amazing card. Happy to see that go. I'm an extremely low rarity deck. Extremely low rarity. I'll double block that for sure. Especially when he's tapped out. I would have reconsidered if he hadn't played this first main phase. He probably would have gotten in for 3 damage. And no attacks. This is quite interesting. I can sticky tap one of his guys. I can just wait for him to attack instead. But I like this play. It's very slow. Putting down Amara and then immediately turning it into a tapped 4/4. The problem being I have to continue to tap it, and then that doesn't affect the board from that point onward. I have nothing in my grave for Tazim. This is kind of a dead card. Bobble Snare is my only way to deal with creatures right now. And I'm going to start taking the pain. Quite hard. Skyclave Apparition. I will begin to take the pain. Bobble Snare hurts so much. It hurts so much. If he targets this guy. Oh god. That's like a 2-for-1, 1 mana Bobble Snare. I lost a land and a creature. And probably another reason that Into the Royal is a better card than Chilling Grasp. Okay. Attacks in with the team. This has Indestructible. I'll kill off one of his guys and take 9. And time for my own Bobble Snare. Seven cards in the graveyard. If I double block, I lose both creatures, which is pretty bad. Ouch. Pretty bad for me. So I take 7, 6. I take 6. Giving his guy lifelink. Getting that cat. That might just be too out-tempoed. Nothing good in the grave. Does the 1 damage matter? I can chump and draw off that card now. It's kind of the best way to use it. This being tapped for 2 turns really hurts. Chilling Grasp, a good card. Glacial Grasp. What will your attacks be? So, chump block, draw a card. It's going to run out of landfall eventually. Field Research. He's not going to draw out of cards eventually. Ouchie. So, party of 3. I could look at his 3 worst cards. I can kick this for 7. For each non-basic land your opponents control. So it's a 1. I could kick this for 7 to get a +1/+1 counter. It's not worth it. Definitely not worth it. But let's look at your hand. What are you hiding in there? Question being, do I take a land? Probably not. I feed the swarm. Feed the swarm. Get rid of that kill spell. So probably the point, I could chump with Cleric or the Rogue. But I think sticky tapping him is pretty good. But I really need some spells. He had double Feed the Swarm. Target creature or enchantment. That was amazing. That was really amazing for him. At 5 life, can I attack? He's gonna have 3 relevant attackers and a bunch of 1 mana damage. 1 damage creatures. The 2/3 is actually really good for me, especially that I can pump it. Double Feed the Swarm. Pretty nice deck. Good quality of rares. Skyclave and Master of Winds. That is a win con. That is a 3/2 win con. Decides not to attack. Just gonna starve me out. Can I activate this twice? Discounted by 2. It's 5. So yes. Wow. Luminarch Aspirant, beginning of combat, put a +1 counter on target creature you control. Death Touch. What else needs to be blocked? Kill. 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 And kill. So he's still getting in for 5 damage. What's unblocked? What can I afford to remove? Kill, kill. 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 Block the 5, and I still take 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. Leaving open a 2-2, a 1-1, and a 1-3. And he pings for 1 off of the dude? No, it's dead. Oh yeah, okay. Did indeed have lethal. Did indeed. Pretty good run. Gotta be happy with those results. I'll take one last look at the deck. See if there are any inspiring card arts. Maybe the Veteran Adventure is pretty sweet. I could do a cool graphic of Skyclave Plunder. Never drew in how many games? In 7 games, I never once drew Skyclave Plunder. I never once drew Chilling Grasp, which I think I took out. I did take it out, so that's not quite accurate. That's really amazing. Skyclave Plunder. Not 1 draw in 7 games. But pretty solid. Worked out being a 3-color deck. That's always very risky. I got hugely punished with Nisa's Zendikar being tapped down by Ball of Snare. Kind of a risky run against the blue matchup. Kind of the risky run. He'd be a funny animation. That'd be good. That would be good. But this has been Rational Magic. Thank you all for watching. Come back for more limited content each and every day. We'll be back into a regular upload schedule when this goes live. I'll see you around. Should I claim the prizes? I keep looking on the opposite monitor for my recording software. Here it is.